The evening sun painted a gold-tinged horizon over King's Run Court in Cincinnati. It should have been a serene evening, a blend of cool breezes and warm golden rays, but an air of unease lingered like a storm cloud on the cusp of bursting. Isis LaShay Roseman, with her radiant smile and joyful demeanor, was on her front lawn, the grass beneath her feet glistening with the remnants of a summer's day shower. She, being pregnant, glowed with a different kind of light, the promise of life inside her. Her younger brother, a ball of energy, danced around with a small laser pointer, creating ephemeral red dots that disappeared almost as soon as they appeared. Their laughter echoed, a symphony of happiness against the backdrop of brick houses and trees silhouetted by the descending sun. But the serenity was shattered by a shadow. Tyrone Hunter's approach felt like a dark smudge on the pristine canvas of that golden hour. His eyes, cold and unyielding, fixed on the harmless game the siblings played. Every step he took on the asphalt road seemed calculated, and with each step, the dusk seemed to deepen, the world growing darker in his wake. "Why are you playing with that?" His voice, though a mere whisper, carried the weight of a brewing tempest. The playful red dot from the laser pointer seemed to provoke something within him. Perhaps a demon from the past, or maybe just the irrational rage of the present. Isis, protective of her brother and the small joy they shared, stood her ground, her voice firm yet laden with trepidation. "It's just a toy. We're not harming anyone." A vehicle parked a distance away seemed to beckon Hunter as he threatened to shoot up the Roseman residence. The weight of his departure was palpable, the shadow of his threat cloaking the home in an imminent darkness. The evening's golden hues had turned a shade darker, like crimson mixed with the night. And just when Isis and her family thought they might have escaped the storm, it crashed upon them. Gunshots, cold and impersonal, ripped through the calm evening. The first round sent them fleeing, a desperate dash for the sanctuary of their home. But the second round was relentless, a deadly bullet piercing through Isis's window, shattering the glass and the promise of life she carried. Sirens pierced the night. Blue and red lights painted the houses with an eerie glow. Emergency medical personnel descended upon the scene, their every move frantic, desperate to save what they could. But at the University of Cincinnati Medical Center, the battle was lost. Isis's light was extinguished, and the promise of the life she carried was stolen by the dark storm of that evening. As investigations unfurled, the narrative grew murkier. Tyrone, once bonded out of jail, now stood accused of a heinous crime. The justice system had given him another chance, and he had allegedly cast it aside, embracing shadows over redemption. His defense attorney, Clyde Bennett, stood firm in the storm, vouching for Tyrone's innocence, his voice echoing through the chambers of the court. The crimson evening on King's Run Court would forever remain etched in the memories of its residents. A playful red dot from a laser pointer, the harbinger of a tempest that would take away the golden hues of a life and the promise of another. The storm had passed, but the scars it left behind were deep and raw, a haunting reminder of the fragility of peace and the darkness that sometimes lurks in the hearts of men.